because something about this situation and this war is not sitting right with me. I just watched Netanyahu, right? Stand there calm, cool, and collected, laying out what sounds like a long-term war strategy to me. And I'm sitting here thinking, when did this become our war? When did we decide we wanted to have a fight? Because the way he talking, this ain't just support. This ain't just backup. This sound like we in it to win it. And we didn't want no war. You were told America first. No more endless wars. Stop sending our people overseas. That was a deal. That's what people voted for. And now all of a sudden, we're acting together in Iran, according to Netanyahu, together. That word matters, dude, because together don't mean we're watching. That means we're part of the operation. See, and then he goes on to lay out the goals and stuff, not just to defend our Israel, right? Not just to stop the attacks. No, he said, destroy their nuclear capability, destroy their missile systems, create conditions for regime change. Whoa, 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 whoa. That last one, that's not defense. That's we're going to change your government. I don't know if people got short memory or not, but we done that before in Iraq, in Afghanistan. And we went in with big goals, big speeches, big everything. And how did that turn out for us? Years, decades, money, lives, people bringing bodies home, draped in the flag, and no clean ending, no clean pullout. Then he slips up and he says something real smooth. You almost missed it if you ain't paying attention, right? There has to be a ground component. That's what he said. Hold up. Because now we're not talking about airstrikes anymore, now are we? We're talking about boots on the ground, escalation, deeper involvement. I told y'all boots was going to be on the ground. And they're going to be on the ground for a minute. And at the same time, we got reports of more U.S. troops moving into the region. But we're being told there are no boots in Iran. That's what they told us. Not yet. That's what people hear. Not yet. Now let's talk about what's really making people uncomfortable, okay? It's not just the war. It's the tone. His tone. Netanyahu's tone. Because he's standing there saying, do you really think anybody tells Trump what to do? But then spends the entire press conference explaining our involvement, what we gonna do. You and President Trump locked in. That's what the disconnect is. That's what people are starting to say. Why are you so comfortable speaking for us? Why does this sound like a decision that's already been made? And this is the part that really got me going. He started talking about oil routes. Pipelines replacing the Strait of Hormuz. Now, stop right there. Because now we're not just talking about war. We're talking about what happens after war. We're talking about control, infrastructure, global energy flow. He starts talking about oil routes, pipelines, replacing the Strait of Hormuz. Now, stop right there. Every one of those alternatives to the strait would take a fraction of the oil that comes through the Strait of Hormuz. It would be a fraction. It still would be devastating to the global market. That changes the whole conversation because now people are asking, is this about stopping a threat? Because y'all said it was about stopping a threat. Or is this about shaping the region? And if we trying to shape the region, what's really going on? And this is where MAGA and honestly a lot of Americans are split right down the middle. You got one side saying Iran is dangerous. We have to stop them. And that's real. I get that. But then you got the other side saying we didn't sign up for another war. And that's real too. But here's the problem. Nobody is clearly explaining in on this fight. Why do we have to be in on this fight? Why is this our responsibility? And when people don't answer, they start asking harder and harder questions. Like, let me ask you straight from the hip. If this is about Israel's survival, and I don't give a damn about Israel's survival, I give a damn about America first. Why does America look like a co-leader in this war? If this is about global security, why does it feel like we are taking all the risk? United States is taking all the risk. If this is about defense, why are they already talking about rebuilding oil routes afterwards? And here's the part that should make everybody stop. There's no clear end to this. Listen to what he said. No timeline, no deadline. No, this is when it's over. Just, we're going to keep going until it's done. That's how wars stretch out. That's how you wake up one day and realize we've been in this for years. We lost thousands of lives. And we're still asking, how does it end? And here's what people are feeling underneath all of this. It's not just anger. It's not just politics. We've seen this movie before. We've been here before. We heard this language before. We've been told this is necessary, this is urgent, this is the future. And every time it costs more than people were told that it was going to cost. Now listen, I'm not saying Iran ain't a threat. That ain't what I'm saying. I'm not saying there aren't real dangers out there. There are. But what I am saying is this. If you're going to pull America in position like this, then you better be honest about it. You better be clear about it. You better answer the questions people are asking. See, I don't like this. Because I truly believe Israel pulled us into this war. And we had the goofy enough president to follow him right in there because they convinced him that there was an imminent threat. They've been cyber rattling for 30 years and ain't done nothing. Why now? Why do we have to get into a war now? We got into a war now because Netanyahu knew we had a goofy enough president to believe the shit that he was peddling. And I believe Benjamin Netanyahu got something over on Donald Trump. And that's why we're going into this war. Because he got something over on him. And you had to do it. Because otherwise, you'd be exposed. It feels like decisions are being made up here. And the American people are expected to just fall in line. And that's not how this is supposed to work. This is not how it's supposed to work. So I'm going to leave y'all with this. This might be necessary. It might be justified. It might even turn out to be the right move, this war. But if you can't clearly explain why we're in it, how it ends, what's it going to cost us, then people are going to question it, and they should. Because at the end of the day, this is not just strategy. This is not just politics. This is people's lives. This is money. And y'all just asked for another $200 billion to fund this war. This is the future. This is our future. And all I can say is we can't even have health care, but we got to pay for a $200 billion war plus. And American people are not just spectators in this. We are the ones paying for it. We're the ones fighting for it. And they're the ones who deserve the truth. And right now, we are not getting it. And you know we're not getting it. This is wild. I want to hear what you guys got to say. Please put it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. I appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next one.